Okay, in my last posting, I said I was waiting for an order on my 4.5-inch risers for my Sportster 72. Well, they came in yesterday, and I got to putting them on, and I forgot about making a video of how I did it. So this is after the fact. And here's the old risers. Of course, when I ordered them, the new ones came with a brand new top and a much longer riser, so I just took the old ones off, put it on there. I'll probably sell that to somebody or give it to a friend or something. But anyways, here you can see the new risers, and here you can see, whoops, don't scratch the chrome, stupid. Here you can see how much taller they are. Now, the reason I made it taller is because I had raised the gas tank up 2 inches. So when I raised the gas tank up 2 inches, I wanted to also raise the risers up 2 inches and put the speedometer more in my field of vision, so you don't have to keep looking down at the speed. Now, it was pretty simple to do. One of the first things I did was here on the brake line. I knew I was going to need extra length of the brake line, but you see this right here? This is glued to the brake line right there. So what I had to do is take this out of here, of course. Just take an X-Acto knife and split that and peel it right off. Slid it down to there, put it back in. I did the same thing to the one underneath here. That gave me the extra length I needed here to get the risers up without pinching off the brake line. And as you can see, there's plenty of extra brake line down there for the suspension. Now, for the clutch line, it used to be routed right in through here. All I did was take it out of there just to give it a little bit more flex, because if it had stayed in there, it would have been bent back in like that. And you know, I may go ahead and stick it back in there, see how it works, because it's got more flex in it than I thought it did. And to get extra length on the throttle and idle cable, these were 90 degrees sticking out like this, which I didn't really care for anyways, because it kept hitting the turn signal. So all I did is I just took them, held it here with my hand, held it down here with my hand, and just bent them out a little bit straighter, get more length. And I checked the free play back and forth from left to right, make sure everything's all okay and nothing's binding up. And so the other big problem is that the bolts that came with the new set here, these ones, were too short to work with this. For some reason, they're about 1/8 of an inch too short. Couldn't get them in there to grab enough. So I had to use the OEM bolts. But they were too long, because under here you see this is not drilled all the way through like the original ones are drilled all the way through, and the bolts would actually come out the bottom. So I had to take the OEM bolts and cut about 1/8 of an inch off the bottom of them, clean up the threads, put them all in there with some Loctite, torque it all down. Everything works perfect. And now I got the handlebars right at the height I want them at, and everything's fine. So I'm going to take her out for a test ride, make sure everything works good, which it should, because I checked last night in the garage, make sure I had free play every way. And hope you like it. This is going to be my last video for a while, because I've run out of money. There's nothing much else I can do to it that I want to do to it. I have to wait. Next thing I want to do is I want to do a stage 1 air cleaner. But that's going to have to be through Harley-Davidson so I can keep my warranty valid. And I'm going to have it remapped on the dyno, and that's probably going to cost about $500 with the air cleaner and the remapping and all that stuff. And so that's probably going to have to wait probably about 6 months down the road till I got an extra $500 sitting around to do that. So that's it on the latest, and those who have been following my videos know about everything else I did to it. The Screaming Eagle mufflers, lowering the rear end with the shocks, the new seat, raising the tank, adding all the chrome. So that's it. See y'all later.